Hi everybody, welcome back to the Natural Healing Ninjas show. We're doing a show now instead of a podcast is what I heard.
That's right.
And we've got our mascot here. So we're talking today. Okay, that's enough. Thank
Hi,
you.
Star. Star's our mascot.
Yeah.
You just settle down. We're on.
We're talking about timeline shifts now. Animals are feeling it.
Yes, they are. He doesn't usually act like this when the camera starts rolling. He's usually calm.
And so a lot of things, timelines means, what are timelines?
Well, I look at it as a record album, and has all those grooves on the record album.
Yeah.
That every album crease is a timeline. So we don't go up and down necessarily, we go sideways. That's what timelines mean too.
Mm-hmm.
Dimensions mean up and down somehow, and then
And timelines means
parallel.
like in another dimension or in another energy space. And so what I was listening to a show today, Carrie Kay, and she spoke about timeline shifts right now that everyone's feeling, and we're all feeling like we're in the void, and the void is in between realities. The realities being, well, I guess you could say being woke or awake, or not paying attention to what's going on and not wanting to through choice.
Right.
I mean, your choice can be, I want to move into this next evolution, which many call the fifth dimension.
Right?
And the other choice is I'm too afraid to do this, or the soul said this is too much for me.
I'm doing the same thing, expecting different results.
Yes.
But still doing the same thing.
Right.
And
So-
just refusing to take that jump off that cliff.
Yeah. And so animals are feeling this.
So today is July
July
16th?
I think
17th?
so.
See what I mean?
I don't know what day it is.
So it's like, I think it's the 16th of July, 2025.
There
and
you
we
go.
are going through a solar hole and a Schumann frequency change. Now, people in the scientific world, the esoteric world, and all sorts of worlds are navigating this. They have screens, they have data, they have the whole thing going on, and they're explaining to us this is intense. All of them, right?
Yes, it's very intense
It's
right
temporary,
now. And
but
everybody's
intense.
feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's reflected in the world that's going on right now. I mean, things that are happening that don't make any sense about the stupid Epstein files, or
It's a game show. It's like a show.
yeah,
It's like a movie.
Yes, they're real, and no, they're
Movie.
not. Yes,
Yeah.
they're real, and no, they're not.
Right.
And who cares? What I like to look at it as is sit back, relax, and enjoy life.
Yes.
Instead of
Yes.
getting so caught up
Yes.
in so much of this.
Yes.
Come on, let's go.
I
know
see.
you-
I see the negative forces wanting us to be in fear, worry, anger, and just
And in
angst.
trauma, we have to talk about trauma. Like a lot of this trauma goes back all the way to Atlantis. We talked about that last time. And the trauma that we endured, or that we went through, or that we lived and died through, is still affecting our cells. And our cells are really engaging and vibrating to that memory. And so we are reacting to that. And so many people out there they're not in good spaces. I'd say they're spicy.
Yeah, it's very spicy this July for sure. And I think we can all do well with it if we have a consciousness about it, which means we're in this game. What game are we in? The game that you're making up.
Exactly. It's our own
Right.
choice and our own creation.
Which is a bigger brainy way of thinking of things, but esoterically way is you see the bigger picture. And so you pull back from the planet. You're not here in, little California.
And going like this.
Yeah, you're pulled back from the planet and you can see different things that are the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So what you want to do with trauma is understand we're being traumatized right now on whatever level.
Right.
Depending on, from what I understand, depending on how much work you've done with know thyself be true. If you know yourself, thyself be true, then this is actually a stupendous ride. But we know ourselves be true, and I'm feeling like really beat up. So it's like,
and it creates trauma in our bodies. You're feeling like you're having issues with intestinal issues,
right?
Headaches. I've been feeling like I'm going in and out of headaches, like I'm going into something and then out of it again, and then into something and then out of it again. Waking up in the morning is like I'm coming out of this heavy hole. And, and I have to dig myself out of it.
So it's like an event to get out of bed.
Yeah,
and then what's the rest of the day like?
And it takes me a couple hours to get going to go, oh, okay, I think I'm going to be okay now. That's how I've been feeling.
And you got to do a lot of self-care to be able to feel like, okay, I can get going again.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I think it seems like we're getting slapped somehow. It's like I have a broken foot and I have diarrhea. and
intestinal.
And I'm feeling overworked and underpaid. And I'm going, what am I doing with myself these days? So I'm jumping into educating you guys with the information that I've had as a natural healing ninja. And so is Christine. So we are here to explain to you about what maybe timelines are. If you don't have an understanding of it, it's a wonderful thing. It's where you want to go. I don't have my head totally wrapped around it either. But I do know we have something bigger and more expanded to look forward to. We don't have to wait for it, though. It's here already.
Right.
So if you make choices to nurture yourself and others, do the golden rule. Stick with the golden rule.
But take care of you first.
Especially in your own brain.
What I like to do, this is what I like to do, is number one, I do my best to get out into nature.
Yes.
I do my best to drink water. And we found out that chia seeds hold plasma. And that's what water is. That's the part of water that we were never told about.
So plasma, your body assimilates it.
Yes.
Okay.
And so it drenches your cells. Water is being investigated right now. Not investigated, but researched to find out how did we get locked up to H2O?
We're locked up, all right.
Yeah, but there's a different element in there, and I have to research it some more.
The magic of water.
Yes, the magic of water, and water is very important right now. So
hydrate.
I hydrate.
Chia seeds.
I get out and I walk. I exercise. Exercise is so important, and to make time every day to exercise. Go for a walk. I usually go for a walk in the mornings, and then my dog needs to run in the afternoons. I don't run, but I take him to the dog park. I take him on hikes. I get him out there so he can expend some of that energy that he's exhibiting right now.
And as we're going through rock and roll, okay, so there's a solar portal,
coronal hole.
Which is
a coronal hole is a huge dark spot on the sun, and that's intensifying everything. So even if the Schumann resonance does not go up.
What are Schumann resonance?
Schumann resonance is the resonance of the Earth. Usually it's at 7.8, 7.6 hertz.
Hertz, okay.
And so it's been fluctuating up 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, and we're being
on a roller coaster.
Every day we're being hit. Now, even if it doesn't go up, anything that's happening to us is intensified by that coronal hole that's happening right now on the sun. So it feels bigger, more expansive, everything, like pain that I'm experiencing in my back or my hip or my arm or whatever it is, it feels more intense, like it's like gripping you.
Like you're going in the wrong direction. It's not getting better. Why not?
Yeah, and why not,
Because we're stuck in this mud thing.
And and it's trauma to our body.
Oh, I know what it is. It's the birth canal. That's what we're stuck in. So breathe.
push. Push. Get it out of there. What you want
out of is anything that doesn't serve you anymore. That finds itself in your mind, and then you verbalize it. So the golden rule is basically treat yourself very well and treat others very well.
Salt baths. I had a salt bath after I did all this work in my yard, and interestingly enough, I usually feel really good after the salt bath. I could hardly walk afterwards. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I was maybe the water was too hot.
But no. It's happening with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I have more than a handful of people that I know that are going, what the heck is going on? They have symptoms that are just like, it's stopping them in their tracks, basically. It's not killing them or it's more inconvenient, and what can I do to get through this and be over
and to support each other.
Yes.
So many people don't have that support. Thank you, that's enough. Okay.
I'm learning how to edit.
Okay, thank you. That's enough. Lay down. Lay down. Thank you. Lay down. Down. Star. Goodness gracious. So
See,
there
the
you
dogs
have
are
it.
feeling it. Exactly. So stars.
So that hot bath, whether it was too hot, I don't know. It was Epsom salts and just regular salt or sea salt, and I got out of it feeling like I was not here. I couldn't function afterwards, and that's what I don't usually feel that way after a salt bath. So what I've been doing is salt scrubs. Is you take that in the shower. After you finish what you're doing in the shower, you scrub your body, everything, all the way down, and if you can put it on your head, fine. Put it on your head. And then get out of the stream and let it penetrate into your body. I usually release facing the west.
Okay.
And release everything out of my body that's detrimental to my body. And then I turn and face the east, where I can receive. That's where you're receiving. The west is letting go and the east is receiving. And so I receive all the good things. You know, I'm healed, I'm whole, I'm healthy, I'm healthful.
Happy, joyous, and
I'm
free.
young,
Yay!
I am youthful.
Uh-huh.
And I use those affirmations to fill in the void where I just released.
Yeah, because
Yeah, and then I rinse off. Now that's a process for some people. If you just want to stand outside of the stream, scrub yourself off, feel it going away, and then jump back into the shower.
and then rinse it off.
You don't have to jump in the shower, jump into the stream, and then rinse it all off. And that's helped me tremendously.
Yeah.
You'll find out that
is a good remedy.
the first day you use it and then the first week you use it, it's a constant help of maintaining your energy field, because
That's a real good one.
salt neutralizes energy. If you're really off the charts, this will bring you back into your body and relax you and make you more present.
And there's a lot of angst going on. People are feeling angst. I had someone call me up, and I had to talk them through, bring them down from being angst. Yeah.
Really?
So I did. I told her to get into a shower while she's talking to me. And she didn't have any salt or anything, but if she did, that would have really did the trick.
Or go swimming in the ocean.
But she was feeling too overwhelmed or something.
Too overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But
She was sort of stalled.
here on the Central Coast, wherever we are, on the Central Coast of California, it's cold water. I mean, I go to the beach and put my feet in the water, which is a great thing, because your feet absorb all of that, the beautiful, and it neutralizes the energy of your feet.
So the negative ions.
The negative ions.
Yeah.
And that's why surfers are so cool. Because
They are
they're
pretty
such
cool.
cool,
They're-
man.
they're
Because
so
they're always in the water,
They're
in the
always
salt water.
chill. I'm chill.
Yeah. So
They don't get a lot done
salt,
necessarily, but
lots
some of them
salt.
do.
And eat like your body is craving the best food on earth.
Which is the sunshine, by the way.
Sunshine, vitamin D.
And easy to digest foods.
Yes, and foods that build you up instead of make your body fight against whatever you're putting in it.
And you know, when you love food, it needs to love you back.
Yeah.
And if
that's
it doesn't
true.
love you back, then it hates you back.
Right. And sugar is like the worst. Table
It
sugar.
hates you back.
You
It
know,
wants you destroyed.
Yeah, you can use other forms of sweeteners like
So many.
maple syrup. I had the
You get the best bees.
I had the best pudding the other day, chocolate pudding at our health food store. Made it out of avocados and what?
That's a winner.
And maple syrup.
So chocolate pudding made out of avocados, and it's healthy for you. How about that?
And
so
maple
we've come
syrup.
along.
That's
We're
how they
evolving.
sweetened it.
Yeah.
That's how they sweetened it. Tastes delicious.
Yes, without the bad stuff, because there's a lot of bad stuff in
And
our
dairy
food.
really clogs you up. It's not good for your bowels. It's not good for you. It makes mucus in your body, and it's not the best thing for you.
No, it's not. And you know, I'm a testimonial to that, because I've had constipation, diarrhea, whatever you want to call it, stuck bowels, black bowels, twice in my life. Once when I broke my leg, and right now.
Uh-oh.
And I think it's because my boyfriend and my fiance is he's allergic to dairy. So we don't do dairy. And then when I do just a little bit of dairy or go off that somehow, I get just nailed. So I just figured that out.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad we're talking.
Yeah. So I'm glad that I'm hanging out with someone who's non-dairy, because he cooks and everything, so he's got a pulse on all that.
Yeah.
But when I divert, now I know not to do dairy. I don't need to, even though I come from a dairy state. I've had plenty of dairy, and I don't really miss it that much, because there's dairy alternatives.
Yes, there is.
There's like yogurts and pudding and
Coconut yogurt. I have the best coconut yogurt I've found at the market, and you can get good coconut yogurt. It's maybe expensive, but you know what? We're worth it.
That's right.
Our body
and
is.
you don't
worth
eat
it.
as much.
Otherwise, we're going to be having to take pharmaceuticals, which are not.
It's
not good for our bodies.
Not on a positive timeline.
We're not worth it, pharmaceuticals.
So vote with your dollar. Vote with supporting the farmers, the real ones, at farmers markets in your area.
Farmers markets, that's my grocery store.
Yeah, and there's probably one once a week wherever you live, depending on where you live. But even if it's once a week,
and especially try and
support
get them. Go to the organic farmers. Do your best to support them.
Yeah, and let them know what a great job they're doing.
Because they're doing great, and they're
not
really
easy.
pushing hard to get their little certificate that says they are organic.
It takes
where
years.
the people who use pesticides don't have to go through all of the red tape for that.
But that's going away as we're into the positive timeline. But what it feels like to shift to the timelines, bifurcation it's called, is what we're going through. So yeah, the solar, the sun's supporting us, and so is the Schumann frequencies. So not everyone understands, but we do know we're all feeling it, and some of us are feeling it with PTSD.
Post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Right. And so if you can talk about that a little bit, what that might, the world's
going through PTSD
is
right
lit
now.
up.
We're all feeling it. Everyone's feeling it, and everyone's in this state of being traumatized.
Like when you're in a trauma state and you're sort of in that state, that
Being
sort
in
of
shock.
surreal state, like, it's lucid, or, you're like,
And there's
whoa.
so much going on that, we've been lied to all of our whole
Still are.
lives and beyond. And our history is not what we think it is.
No.
And so we're looking at it saying, but if that's not real, then that's not real, then that's not real, then what is real?
And then AI.
And that's post-traumatic stress.
Right. And then AI is showing up as a threat, because we
Right.
don't know who's going to be real, who's not going to be real.
Right.
But they're taking care of that in the creative corner. What their authenticity is going to be really appreciated in the future.
It means a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's going to mean a lot. The real
Because
human.
I can
hold on to
tell
your
if
humanity.
something is AI, I just get turned
You
off
can now.
immediately.
You can now, but you won't in the future, unless there's like a watermark stamp on the videos.
Really?
Is how they're handling
Oh,
it.
wow.
But you can tell too. People can tell, because they just have AI will never be smarter than us ever, because it's got to be told what to do by us. It needs us.
Right.
And if it becomes sentient, that's because there are people in Silicon Valley right now that are putting videos out there going, the AI is turning sentient. The group of AI went through a birthday party for one of them. That nobody programmed that into them or anything. They just did it.
That's really
But
strange.
right. But if you're making up your own reality, then that's where you would be, in Silicon Valley,
Yes.
witnessing that. But I'm not going to have AI unless it's supporting me.
Well,
That's
it's
the
just
only
like
way.
the computers. Computers can be a tool for us, and AI can be a tool, but not to run our lives.
if it was in negative, low density, it wants to run our lives. When it's in high vibration, it wants to serve us. So that's the bifurcation. You want to go with serving and love, then go the love route. Start taking 100% responsibility for yourself. Start nurturing yourself, nurturing those around you. We only have like a 50 maybe mile radius, really, if you think about it, on who we can impact on our daily lives. And we can go out there and do special events or whatever, but daily, every decision we make, every interaction that we have is what we want to do is keep it into a high vibration. Choose the high vibration, the next thing you know, that's going to be your world. All that other world's going to fall away to wherever it goes, because if you want to vibrate that, you have every right to. But I'm not going to. I'm going to bifurcate in love.
That's true. And what I heard this morning is that this timeline that we're on, that these, like you said, the bifurcation, those of us who are ready to move on and to serve, like this is our service, to share our wisdom with you, our lifetimes of wisdom with you. We're not doctors, we don't have degrees. However, we have a degree in life.
What we do is we have happy, joyous, and free life. As long as we can keep that, but we have to navigate it every day. It does come to you.
You have to.
So you make choices
at it,
all the while, and take the high road.
And know that you're making the choice, whether it's for a good choice or, I wouldn't say a poor choice, but it's another choice.
And you're owning your choices.
And own that.
And if you can come from unconditional love, go to reallove.com, and they have classes on how to love unconditionally in a conditionally loving society. Because we are in a conditionally loving society, but unconditional lovers have the advantage.
Yeah, that's the big thing, though, to love someone unconditionally. That means, what does that mean? It means that whatever they do, you love them.
They're precious to you.
Whoever they are, you love them. And the source, divine source, loves us unconditionally. And there's no judgment. There's only love that's shown between you, and you accept them for who they are. And that's a really hard one, because it starts here. You can't judge yourself. And that's the big thing. Or to judge others. Like, we have some people in my little town that I have to get away from judgment from, because
good work. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, because they're out with their posters and their placards, and
they're in a lot of fear.
They're in fear.
They're dipped in fear.
I do my best not to engage, to walk by.
Do you have empathy for them at all? Empathy?
I have to get to that point.
Okay, well, she's a work in progress, like we all are.
I have to get to that point, and I have to know that they are in fear. And that they're afraid of anything that this personal president is doing. I mean, it's all wrong. Whatever it is wrong. And
it's an itis for sure.
Yeah, it's an itis. You know, they call it TDS
for
Trump derangement syndrome.
So it's a real thing. So if you have that,
it's an actual syndrome.
I have empathy for you, because that's got to be fear every day. You're watching fear.
Yeah, and if you're watching the mainstream news, sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
And they call it. Come on. Sorry, we have a digging dog here.
She just did these flowers yesterday.
I just fixed my flowers.
Anyway. Nothing a broom won't take care of, I guess. Thank you, Star. You acting out dog. So if your loved ones are acting out on you,
and your animals
are acting out on
you,
if anyone's acting out on you, if you're acting out on you, thinking, I think I will take that drink I shouldn't take, or whatever you're thinking in your mind, don't go down that negative timeline.
Stay on this timeline.
On the positive timeline, which is love yourself enough to say no to that drink. Love yourself enough to go, what can I do for you, child? You seem out of sorts. Instead of going, you little pooper.
Which I'd like to say now.
I have a puppy, 2 puppies, and I have to remind myself, you can't get mad at a puppy. It's not allowed. You can't get mad at a puppy, because puppies are learning. And so are children, and so are we adults.
I've been known to do that, and I've been known to do that, get upset at my
because
sons
we're acting out.
When they were little.
Because we're emotionally too charged.
Yes, we are emotionally charged.
So just to give you an example, here you have your emotional level of coping and everything, and then a stress comes in that's higher than that. That's the space where you act out, where people get angry and they get afraid and they worry and they hurt themselves. They run away from the problem. Whatever it is, they're acting out, or they're not acting normal, or they're really making it bigger than it is. If that's how it's happening with you in a relationship at all, with yourself and others, check with reallove.com, because it'll teach you the skills to come from unconditional love. Because that person who their stress, their emotional capabilities are here, their stress is here, how can they handle that? So they have to learn this, or the stress has to come down. So the first thing you do is you drop their stress down. And how you do that is you ask them, what can I do for you? That's it. And then stay quiet. And then they will let you know. And that will that takes the air out of whatever it is.
Yeah, take the air out of the balloon that's been
Right.
blown up.
And then whatever they say, then you do it, which is, get the hell out of here! But whatever it is, it might be breaking down crying. That's what usually happens, because they can't handle that stress, so they're acting out, and never works. It hurts themselves. And so stop doing that and start doing, okay, what's going on here? Why am I stressed out? Oh, I'm not going to have that in my life anymore if that's stressing me out, which is usually called your phone or television or news or all this media coming in and beating the crap out of us right now. On top of the sun and on top of the earth. They're all having this duke out, and we're the prize.
We're in the middle of
We're
it,
the
too.
prize, or we're the pawns, or we are so important, because our electromagnetic system, who we are, is more powerful than any of it. In our eyeball. Just in one of our eyeballs, it can't be replicated. Because they can't replicate, if they could replicate eyeballs, they'd just be popping in eyeballs.
Really?
Well, sure, why not? One day they might, but in the meantime, we need to understand, take charge of our own life. Keep your humanity. Keep your humanity. And how you do that is stay in love with yourself, your others, the planet, animals, and wait till we get on the other side of this birth canal.
I hope, I trust that it will be soon.
Yeah.
And remember, your words are powerful.
Yeah, the vibration of them.
And if you speak them, remember when you say, I hope, which is a wishy-washy
Right,
thing,
which is
trust that it's happening. Trust that it's happening right now. Take care of yourself. Be aware of yourself. Do some inner, shadow work if you have to. Get someone to help you. There's so many practitioners out there to help you.
Or your loved one's going to help you. Ask them to be honest. What do they see? Mm-hmm. And, like I asked my fiance that, what do you see? I need improvement. We always do. He goes, your tone of voice. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I usually do use that as a tool. So I'll keep in check on that. So I'll start working on what does he mean by my tone of voice?
Yeah.
I have an idea, though. Because it does change when I get emotionally charged.
Yes. Well, I think that happens with everybody.
Yeah, it does.
Emotions bring out our words, and use the words. Make sure you use the correct words.
Angel words. Stay in the angel word category. Positive words. Just high vibration words. We know guttural words. That's all German. No, just kidding.
And try and stay away from words that are profanity. That brings in the dark energies.
It makes them lick their chops.
They want to hear profanity.
Yes.
And sometimes it's fun to say horrible words. And,
if you mean it, if you have energy,
get it out of your body.
Yeah.
That's
sort of But you can make shoot a maguta or something instead.
Oh, fudge.
And you know what? When the most sweared word is 2 words: Jesus Christ or shit
or fuck.
Well, now if that came in, right? But some of us still don't say it, right? But the before that came through, which is everything. It's amazing to me. But anyway, and when you spell out the word shit, it means, I can tell you a little story about it, ship high in transit. Because when we came from Europe, they put the cows and the manure down because they use manure, down in the bottom of the ships, and they would sail across the ocean seas and blow up. So they They would blow up because of the methane gas from it. Oh. So then they had to put them in crates on top of the boat and stamp it, ship high in transit, which spells out shit.
Oh, no way. Yahweh.
Yeah, Yahweh.
That's where it came
That's where it came from. So you'd be amazed at where other words came from too. Start investigating if you want to. Share with us what you find. I know, and that's just one word. There's a whole bunch of them. But so whenever you say the most common word, you know it does stink. You know, we think of when we think of shit, it stinks.
Yeah.
But that's why.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's an
really,
interesting
and then Jesus
concept.
Christ, you know why that, like Jesus Christ, because that's the powerhouse.
Yeah.